I had a tough time with this topic, so I'm shooting this video to help you. What is a Bitcoin halving, or halvening as it's sometimes called? Well, first we need to start with Bitcoin mining. And miners are essentially trying to get more Bitcoin, but they also help stabilize the network and get transaction fees along the way. Anyone who owns and operates a specialized computer with the right software can be a Bitcoin miner. All of these computers are essentially participating in a giant lottery, and the more powerful the computers, the more lottery tickets that they can generate. The winning ticket is the one that solves a complex algorithm, and the prize is freshly mined Bitcoin. Right back to halvings. So no bank will ever have any say in the number of Bitcoin that are in circulation at any point in time. Instead, it's pre-programmed into the design of Bitcoin. There are 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be in existence, and Satoshi created a really unique way of introducing them to the planet. Roughly every 10 minutes, a Bitcoin miner wins the lottery. And after 210,000 Bitcoin miners have won the lottery, the reward gets reduced by half. And that's what we call it a halvening. In 2009, when people first started mining for Bitcoin, the reward was at 50 Bitcoin. In 2012, it dropped to 25 Bitcoin, and in 2016, it dropped to 12.5 Bitcoin. In May of 2020, the reward was reduced to 6.25 Bitcoin. And this was a really noteworthy halving because for the first time ever, the inflation rate of Bitcoin became lower than the inflation rate of the US dollar. You can see that halvings occur roughly every 4 years, and the last one is set to occur around the year 2140. At this point, all Bitcoin will have been released into the planet. So why did Satoshi create halvings? I haven't had the opportunity to talk with him yet, but we can speculate that it was for a couple of reasons. The first one was to gradually introduce Bitcoin to the planet and allow a more fair distribution of wealth. If 21 million Bitcoins were released all at the same time, then only a tiny portion of the population would own Bitcoin. But by gradually tapering their distribution over a period of 130 years, multiple lifetimes, it allows for people all over the world and of different backgrounds to have access to Bitcoin. And number two, halvings create scarcity. And that's a really good thing when we're talking about stores of value. I do plan to shoot a video in the future about why Bitcoin is better than gold, but for now it is a useful analogy to understand how halvings work. There's only so much physical gold in the universe, and when gold miners were out there looking for it, there was a lot to be found. Over time, as there was less and less, the value of it increased. And that's exactly how Bitcoin works. Initially, when Bitcoin miners were earning rewards, they were earning 50 Bitcoin at a time, which is a relatively large amount, but it was only worth pennies. So as the supply decreases, the interest for Bitcoin increases, which increases the value. And that's exactly why Bitcoin is at $50,000 a coin today. Satoshi's creation and the way he released it to the planet in halvings is the reason why Bitcoin was the best performing asset of the last decade.